In this video, we're going to be modeling Chapter 8, Number 9, which is this crank arm. Always, I'm going to switch over to my construction layer real quick. I'm going to do my X lines, XL, and then come to my bottom left corner of my drawing. Oh yeah, just to note on this drawing, because we are drawing metric, this is going to be A4 LT tall. So make sure you're using the tall title block because this object won't fit on regular A4. Now that I have those, there's no real good way to get where these circles are going to go. So you could start them out in the open space and move them over, or we could get to the center point of the circle. So to get to that center point, I'm going to have to do half of 89. So if I just pop open calculator real quick, if we want to be simple, 44.5. Now I could offset these construction lines by 44.5 going up and going right, and that's going to be the center point of my circle. So I use the two radiuses up and right in order to get to that center point. Now I could switch over to my object layer, and then I could start my circle. So I'm going to do a diameter circle. I'm going to go off that center point. I'm going to do 89, and that should link up directly with my construction lines. Now I could do another circle at 36.3. So I'm going to do circle D 36.3. Okay, that's the bottom. Besides this key slot, I'll do that after I get the top right now. So to get the top, I have to go up 76 from this center point. So I could offset this construction line by 76, and that's going to put me right there. So now I could do a circle. It's a 12 drill through, and then also a radius of 19 circle. So I'm going to do my first circle, type D for diameter, do a 12, and then I'm going to do another circle, and that's going to be off the same center point with a radius of 19. Now to get the sides of it, all I'm going to do is a tangent line. So I'm going to type L for line, type TAN for tangent, click anywhere on this circle, and then type TAN for tangent again, click anywhere on that circle, and do the same thing on this side. L, tan, and then connect them. So now I could trim this out. TR for trim, select all of this, get rid of my bottom here, and we have those inside ones that the construction lines won't let me trim. So get rid of those. Now I could get this keyhole, or this keyway. So I'm going to zoom in for this on my drawing, because it's going to be a lot easier to see this. So I have a 9.4 by 4.5. So the 4.5 is going up. So I'm going to go up 4.5 from the center. And then if I divide 9.4 by 2, I would have 4.7. So I'm going to go 4.7 to the right and 4.7 to the left. And then all I'm going to do from here is I'm going to do a line, and I'm going to draw straight down till it hits my circle. Now I could delete this inside line, and I could trim out the piece on my circle that's going to be here. And that's my keyway. So this is my front view. Now I could project up to the top view. So I'm going to do an X line. I got to switch over to the construction layer. Do an X line on the top. Lock that up, and then offset that. And we're in millimeters, so 25.4, that 1 inch. Now my top view is going to be the thickness of this big one, big circle, and the small circle. So I'm going to be 25 plus 12, so that's going to be 37. So I'm going to offset this by 37. And then I'm also going to put in an X line on this right-hand side, so I know where the view actually ends. So I know that my top view is going to be within this box right here. So now I know, because it's a circle, I won't be able to see the arcs. I'm just going to draw a regular rectangle in my object layer. Let's switch over to that. Draw a regular rectangle. Okay, and now we're going to have just down 12, I'm going to have a line going across. So I'm going to go down 12, and I'm going to have a line going across. Now, if you go to a right side view, we're going to offset this construction line by 25.4 again. So offset 25.4, go to the right, and then we're going to see from the right side, we're also going to have that 37. So I'm going to offset by 37. And now the right side view is going to be a little different. So we're going to do line, which is going to make it a lot easier on us instead of finding the length because we drew it with circles. So I'm just going to draw a line straight down here. I'm going to come out 12, go all the way up, and then come across. Now I'm going to do a line all the way out and then come up the diameter of that larger circle. So that's 89, and then I could come to the right. Now this line right here, this has to be cut off. So I'm going to use the end point of this line in order to find where that's going to get cut off. So that end point is right here. I just hovered over this until a box showed up, or you could click the line and find the end point. And then we're just going to trim this line out. Okay. Now we'll have our circle. We'll have where that line actually ends. It's 12 out. Now we need hidden lines for our circles, but our entire drawing is now done.